The Laredo Energy Arena is presented by Sonics of Laredo, who support the local.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com as we are coming to you from Laredo, Texas. It's a Friday night special, the first of 4 games. This is Laredo LBJ taking on Laredo United South, and a shot goes up from the corner that will not go. And we have just got things started. I'm Joe Bowling. Freddie Heredia joins me as we have started our broadcast here with the basketball. The home team.
The home team is actually LBJ, and the visiting team is United South.
Shot goes up and in, made by Carlos Serna, and there's your first basket of the game. It's a 2-0 game. I'm looking for the scoreboard. I don't see that anywhere in our range.
The scoreboard is going to be, they have a wrap, and it's actually over on that side, so 7:08.
7:08 to go in the first quarter of play. We're just underway. First of 4 games. Freddie Heredia joins me. We'll let him kind of chime in here in just a bit as far as what's coming up in action tonight, as we've got 4 games coming your way from the Laredo area.
The Laredo Energy Arena.
Steal by United South in the front court. That ball's deflected and taken away. So a turnover gives it right back to Laredo LBJ. Work it back outside for a 3. Instead, they'll go inside. Jumper goes up and in. We're tied.
Now, I talked to Coach earlier, the head coach for the Lady Wolves, Coach Lisa Hardwood, and she said that they needed to make sure they stopped the United South Panthers as far as offensively, slow the tempo down.
Adame with that made basket. Now a missed shot by Myra Perez. And here come the Lady Wolves on the attack. Lay it up and in. Count it, and a foul.
And that was number, trying to get the number on the jersey.
Officials say the basket counts, attempting the 3-point play.
So 8 counts.
Evelyn Cruz with a made basket. Cruz then finishes off with a free throw.
For Coach Guajardo, he's a first-year coach at United South. He basically said that they need to make sure to press and get the ball down court quickly.
Basket goes up and in. An easy basket right there. Leslie Cortez with the bucket.
The other thing is, Coach said, Coach for LBJ said they needed to crash the boards and make sure they rebounded. And right there, you see that United South is crashing the boards early.
Offensive rebounds, no good for United South. Full court pressure set up by the LBJ Lady Wolves. LBJ's in black, right?
No, LBJ.
LBJ with the ball in the backcourt, working to the front side, down to that sideline. There's a trap area, and a quick whistle blows, stopping play.
Now, for Coach Guajardo, it's his first year alongside Miss Habercorn. She's also a first-year coach. She actually came from being the assistant athletic director for 10 years under Bobby Cruz.
Ball deflected and stolen, and here comes United South back on the attack. Work it easy on the right-hand side. Lay it up and in.
Number 30, Evelyn Cruz.
Cruz with the basket for Evelyn Cruz. She's now got 5 points. 5:04 remaining here in the first quarter. LBJ back with the ball in the front court. Operating is Descendra Martinez. Gives it up, gets it right back to the right side, and the whistle blows, and free throws coming up.
Now for LBJ, yes, they're 0-5 in district. They're winless, but they've been playing close. As far as Coach Guajardo said that they got to make sure that they don't take them lightly.
Deyanira Martinez at the free throw line for LBJ and the Lady Wolves. First free throw, count that. If you're gonna upset a team, then it has to start at the free throw line, Freddie.
Yeah. And that's one of the major things that a lot of teams in the Laredo district do very well. They go to the line, and they do make their free throws.
Missed free throw, but that's a lane violation against United South. So another opportunity. The old ABA rules of 3 free throws to get 2. Some people remember ABA rules. At the line is Martinez yet again, and she takes advantage of the extra free throw and knocks it down. 1-point game. United South back with the ball, and you got to dissect this game into short segments if you're LBJ wanting to pull an upset. And so through the first near 4 minutes of play, they're right there, shot for shot with United South. South showing good patience this trip down, working the ball around the perimeter against the packed-in 2-3 zone. Work the ball inside the paint now, going to work, back outside. That's a good look, and a three is on the way, well short. Rebound snatched down by Leslie Cortez. Outlet pass turned over right back to United South into the front court. Right-hand side pass. Off the dribble. Pull up for the inside jumper that won't go. Rebound taken down by LBJ. Save back inbounds under the goal at a jump ball.
Another interesting fact, Joe. Coach Guajardo had these girls. He just got the job in July, so he really didn't have an offseason with them. So for them to be 4-2 5-1 in district says a lot about the makeup of the team and his senior leadership.
On the inbound pass, a foul is going to be called, and Evelyn Cruz will go back to the free throw line. Meanwhile, we've got 5 substitutes ready to check in the game, and we will see the depth of the Laredo United South come into play as here comes 5 new players in the game. First free throw, no good. As a team now, United South 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Everyone came in except for the replacement.
For the free throw
Evelyn
shooter.
Cruz. 4:12 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Cruz misses them both. Long rebound comes out to Laredo LBJ. It's one way to stay in the game. If you're Evelyn Cruz, missed that free throw, you got to wait for the next whistle to check in. Leslie Cortez has the ball in the open court. That's a turnover. Another turnover for the Lady Wolves, and it gives the ball right back to United South. And now Cruz will have a seat on the bench. So 5 new players in the game for United South. And, Freddie, that's a credit to this program, having 5 deep to replace early in a ball game.
Well, and the other good thing about Coach Guajardo that he said is he's got a senior leadership in these girls, Liliana, Myra, Caro, and Emily, that they've actually are seniors this year, but they were actually part of that freshman-sophomore class that went to the regional semifinals a year ago against Weslaco and lost against Weslaco.
That shot went off the mark, out of bounds, off of LBJ last. United South with the ball and the lead. Still 3:38 left here in this first quarter of play. Patience set this time by this second group in the game now for United South, and I don't refer to them as second as in string. I'm just saying the second group of 5 capable of playing primary minutes. There's a foul call and free throw opportunity for United South.
Yeah, and that's going to be big for LBJ. They got to make sure that they contest inside. They don't get that those second chance points for United South.
Free throw up and in. What number?
10 at the line.
Next free throw up and in. Perez with the made free throw. 2 for 2 on the trip. 3-point lead. LBJ with the ball. Again, you got to dissect this game down into little segments. At least that's how I always broke it down. When I wanted to upset a team, I broke it down into small segments. Let's win this one. Let's win this one. Let's win this one. Let's get to this one, and then we'll see what happens from there. Missed shot off the runner by Leslie Cortez. Rebound by United South. And the Lady Panthers will push the ball into the front court. Nothing doing from the outside game against this zone as of yet. You wonder if they'll elect to attack that way. They still try to force it inside. It's tapped out of bounds.
Well, and that's one of the things that Habercorn said. It is they want to make it a half-court game with United South. They don't want them running up and down the court. But as you see early on, they are running and gunning. They're coming up the court quickly.
Three-pointer misses off the mark. Offensive board, though, put that one up in and easy.
And there you go. That second chance points.
Perez with the stick back. Gets the rebound and the points for Myra Perez. She's got 4 points in the game. Three-pointer launched by by LBJ. That won't go, but an offensive rebound on the weak side. Kick it back outside the perimeter. Ball in the hands of Cortez. Puts it on the floor, backs it out. Skip pass over the defense to Martinez. Found the first cutter through. Layup goes off balance, no good. Offensive board, put it up, in.
Down 3.
Catalina Rangel with the stick back, her first points of the game. LBJ sticking with United South here in the first quarter. That ball's deflected and a turnover.
Yeah, it came off of 34, and actually United South tipped it out of bounds. So here in this first quarter with a minute 40, 11-8, that's not bad. Expecting something even worse, but they're playing kind of tough.
Running one-hander off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Cortez, and then she's going to be fouled. Non-shooting foul, ball out of bounds.
Being here in this arena is
Go ahead, sir.
I'm mesmerized.
Turnover for LBJ. United South with the basketball, top of the key. That's for three, but that one won't go. Rebound is loose, picked up by United South. Lady Panthers get another look beyond the three. Answer there, yes.
Number 22, Emily Cifuentes.
Cifuentes with the three, her first points of the game. And now it's a 6-point lead. And a little run here by United South, and a steal, and a layup. Counted again.
Number 10 with the steal and the score.
Perez with the bucket. Minute 6 left here in this first quarter of play. Timeout call. We'll be back after this. This is Rio Sports Live and RioSportsLiveSouthwest.com.
It's getting bigger and better every year. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo at the Laredo Energy Arena, Thursday, February 8th. Come and enjoy incredible food from Laredo's best restaurants and food trucks. Plus enter the Blazing Wings or Pizza Eating Contest. And dance the night away with music from new country sensation Stephanie Quayle.
Hop on into my wheel.
$5 at Ticketmaster.com.
Laredo, Texas, January 16th. SmackDown Live is coming, and you're going to have all your favorite superstars there. Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, yours truly, the phenomenal AJ Styles, your WWE champion.
Back here, action after the timeout. LBJ with the ball, launching a three, missing that offensive rebound, though. Put it up, no good. And offensive rebounding continues to be a strong point as Chelsea Sanchez got that board, and she'll get to the free throw line. Nonetheless, they need to stop this current run by United South, Freddie.
Yeah, they've gone on the 6-0 run here in this late in this first quarter. So, and again, it's one of those things where they got to make sure that they have this team on check as far as on the boards, and they haven't been able to do that.
Next free throw coming up for Sanchez, and got it to go. 1 of 2 on the trip. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. United South has the ball in the open court. Work the ball to the left-hand side for a deep three. Answer there, yes again.
Quick 10-point lead already.
Mayra Perez now with 9 points in this ball game as she canned that three-pointer. Jimenez has the ball. Work it to the right side to Cortez. Another steal on the turnover. Here comes United South for the open layup and countered. Oh, miss it. Rebound taken down by Cortez. 15 seconds left. LBJ needs a bucket to close out this first quarter. Skip pass through the defense. Martinez puts it on the floor. Takes the contact, and they'll call a charge on Martinez, the offensive foul.
Wow, and she was set. You know, the feet were set there, so yeah, that was a good call by the ref.
Dayanira Martinez picks up the foul. 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. United South, the Lady Panthers with the ball on the perimeter. Working outside with 2, now 1 in the paint. Shot blocked, and that's the end of a quarter. After 1, United South on a run to close out the last 4 minutes, leads by 10. We'll be back. This is Rio Sports Live and RioSportsSouthwest.com.
We apologize for the buzzers not working today.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff. Great prices. Great cause.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Matson Building Materials. The Mott's Paint Department has everything you need for any budget. We carry professional grade products from brands like PPG, Ralph Lauren, Czar Stains, all at great prices. With the newest technology on the market, you can see the latest color trends and visualize your next project. If you still need help, we can give you pointers and make suggestions based on what you need. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Laredo, are you ready? This live broadcast of the Hardwood Classic from the Laredo Energy Arena is presented by Sonics of Laredo, who support the local community and high schools. Come by one of our 3 great locations, 1302 International Drive, 50.
Back here, we start the second quarter of play. Laredo LBJ, the Lady Wolves taking on the Lady Panthers of United South. I'm Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia next to me, and a 3-pointer launch by United South won't go. And the rebound comes down to the Lady Panthers. Staying beyond the arc, work it to the right corner. Now in the paint, they'll go back outside. Good, crisp passing, top of the key. 3 open and good.
Number 11, Carolina Berlanga, good for 3.
Carolina Berlanga now with that bucket, her first 3 of the night.
Up 13 now here early on second quarter.
LBJ with the runner off the mark, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it's touched last by Rangel, and we'll go the other way. This is our first of 4 games, Freddie. We got some exciting basketball coming up.
Yeah, second game up is going to be LBJ and boys versus United South. Both 1 and 2 in district, so they're playing for the south side of Laredo. And then of course later on this evening, the girls United versus Alexander, and then the boys undefeated. Both teams 5-0. That's what we're going to see later on tonight.
That shot misses. Rebound taken down by LBJ, so they get the defensive stop. Now they turn it over. And the last game, Freddie, is why we're in this arena, because of the fact that the ticket sales were going through the roof for both schools.
For both schools, yeah. That's why that's one of the main reasons why they use this facility, why they come to the Laredo Energy Arena, is because they've overflowed their both gymnasiums. I mean, they can't play at United, they can't play at Alexander because they won't fit the thousands and thousands of people that want to go watch this game.
So they're expecting how big of a crowd? Have they talked about the expectations on sales?
No, we as a matter of fact, I had the marketing director, Anissa Trevino, but we did not discuss the actual ticket sales. And I can actually text her and find out what the actual ticket sales were.
Well, I know the place holds 10,000. I did my research there. The facility holds 10,000. If we get even close to that number, then we're going to have a tremendous atmosphere. I would guess 3,500 is probably a safe bet, but we'll see how many show up here, and maybe we can get those numbers. Inside the paint, that shot won't go for United South. Offensive rebound won't go either. Another offensive board, and now a 3 launch. Wide open, countered again.
That is number 13,
Stephanie Galindo with that bucket, her first 3. And now everyone in the ball game for United South is scoring as they're going up and down the scorebook, contributing to their current lead. Another turnover.
And just like we mentioned earlier, it's going to be one of those things, Joe, that Coach Guajardo said. He's going to let them play. He's going to let them do what they got to do. He's not going to slow it down. So it's just how bad this is going to be as far as in the first half. Right now they have a 25-9 lead.
They're going to reverse that call and give it back to Laredo LBJ on the tie-up, possession change. So they will have the ball. It's currently a 6-0 run here in the second quarter alone, and an easy steal in United South with another layup for the Lady Panthers. Count that from the left side.
Number 23, Lily Hernandez, the steal.
Lily Hernandez, she's now in the scorebook. Her first 2 points. LBJ back to the ball.
That was a nice screen set.
Easy steal pass, left-hand side. That one won't go. Rebound comes out long to the Lady Wolves. Quick pressure in the backcourt. A lot of contact, and a heavy foul is going to be called. Stopping play with 5:22 to go here in the half. We thank you for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. Whether the venue is on YouTube, Facebook Live, Roku television, Apple television, or on the website, riosportslive.com. We got you covered, Freddie.
Yeah, and of course, you guys, we have down in Brownsville, we have the soccer tournament also going at the same time. So, multiple broadcasts going on right now for Real Sports Live Southwest.
Yeah, your Eagle Pass fans will be entertained a little bit later on as the ladies from Eagle Pass will be in action.
Yeah, they I believe I even checked it. I forgot who they were going to play against, but they're excited. They're excited to be able to watch their team play tonight.
Steele, United South, layup, left side, good, and the run continues.
A 20-point lead.
Carla Serna with that bucket. She's got 4 points in the game. Another steal on another turnover, and now here comes United South. Easy layup coming up on the right side. Count that one. Another timeout called. With that timeout, we'll step aside. United South rolling now here in the second quarter with a huge lead. Back after this.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Mott's Lumberyard is one of the largest in the valley. If you need it, we have it. Everything from lumber, insulation, roofing, plywood, and sheetrock. After 45 years of business, we've basically came up with our own lumber philosophy that allows us to offer the best option to customers on any job. We know the area, we know the lumber, and most importantly, we know you. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Back here, thanks again for joining us here on RealSportsLive.com. I'm not calling myself old either, Freddie, by saying I can't see numbers from this high up. You got us a good spot to do the game.
And there's like we talked earlier to Ms. Trevino, there is not a bad seat in the house, but it's one of those things where we're high up here, and again we have ponytail. I mean, the girls have ponytails, so most of the time you're dealing with hair unless they move it.
Yeah, I made the mistake asking. Coach Evie Vasquez has made the trip across to watch this game. I said, hey, who made that? The girl on the ponytail. Thanks, Coach. That helped a bunch.
All 10 girls have ponytails. 31-9 is the score here. Second quarter, 4:40 left.
By the way, on our website, we do have the updated score. Eagle Pass, your soccer team from your area, Freddie, tied with Porter. And that's no easy chore to tie a Brownsville school in any type of soccer venue. 1-1. That game's still going on, being broadcast live as well.
And so make sure you guys go on to the YouTube channel, Real Sports Live, Roku TV, Apple TV, and, of course, Facebook Live.
LBJ with the ball, needing a bucket here in this second quarter. Missed shot. Rebound taken down by Laredo United South. The Lady Panthers have it again. They'll space the floor, bring it across the timeline, work it to the right side. And that's Emily Cifuentes. I can pick out her number from here. Top of the key, reverse it left-hand side. And now they'll go with the patient set. Running the point is Alexis Martinez. Gets it back after a pass. Now in the corner for an open three, and that one's way off the mark. Rebound ripped out of there by the Lady Wolves, and they'll control it. Martinez has it. Dayanira brings it up to the front court. They've got 4 players with 2 points apiece, so they've spread the scoring out for the Lady Wolves. Pass it off to the right side now. Attack from that point, get it to the baseline, and then turn it over. Here comes United South. Again, a 12-0 run here for the Lady Panthers here in the second quarter. They took what was a close game at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter and have opened this thing up to a nice, comfortable lead. Work the ball around the perimeter. Again, this zone packed in tightly for LBJ. United South work it out, shoot over the top of it, missed that one off the mark. Rebound, another rebound, this time for Nada Alvarado, and she'll hand it off.
4 out of the 5 of United South starters actually played volleyball. So coach didn't have them till after, August, September, October, November, maybe.
So it was well into season.
Yeah. So for him to play tough, he played Steel over there, Coach Chapman from Steel Lady Knights. Of course, state champion a couple of years ago.
Steal by LBJ. Lady Wolves with the ball in the back court. Work it around. Here comes Martinez. Martinez, good ball handling. Takes it inside the paint. Shot it, made it, and got fouled. Dianira Martinez with the finish. And that ends the run for United South.
Still down 20 points, 31-11 here midway through the second quarter, 2:51. We are excited for the fact of the matter that we got some games coming up later on today. For the girls, they end the first round of district play. For the boys, actually, they got this game and another 2 games left over.
Martinez splashes the free throw home, completes a 3-point play. For Martinez, she takes over the team lead in scoring with 5. Ball belongs to United South. Between the two circles, work it. This game was close at the 4-minute mark when United South substituted in 5 new players. And then, like pushing the accelerate button, they zoomed out into this current comfortable lead. Pass through the paint, intercepted on the turnover. LBJ will try to score on consecutive trips down the floor. Into the front court from the top of the key. Work it off the dribble. Martinez, shaded defensively, is coming out to guard her. They'll force the turnover. South with the basketball. Cifuentes passes it to the corner, getting it on the block. Shot goes up, in, count it, and a foul.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to do inside, and again, even trying to stop them into the half court. You know, it's not working. LBJ is not doing a good job, you know, getting position on the inside.
Danielle Salazar with the bucket. And the free throw coming up. Talk about players that have scored. Myra Perez leads the way for United South with 9 points. Evelyn Cruz, 5. Carla Serna, 4. 3 for Carolina Berlanga. 3 for Emily Cifuentes. 3 for Stephanie Gallendo. And I could get into the 2s as well, but they got a bunch of players that have scored here in this game. Missed free throw, but an offensive rebound for the Lady Panthers. They'll work the ball around the perimeter again against the zone. Work it in on the blocks. Going to work in the paint. That shot's partially blocked and controlled by LBJ. Outlet pass taken right back away. United South on the attack. Work the ball outside on that far side of the court. Top of the key. Open 3. Answer again. Yes!
36-12. And they are shooting lights out from downtown. The 3-point land for them has been good for United South.
Alexis Martinez with that 3, and then a jump ball is called, and that will result in a turnover. We'll go the other way. From the 3-point arc, United South, how about this? 5 of 5 as a team.
5 of 5 from the 3-point line.
Porter wins the soccer game 2-1.
Hey,
Go Pass fans. Hey, they competed. I'm telling you, that's a credit.
Tournament.
That's a good soccer team.
Yeah. Soccer's big down in the south side or south of Texas.
South with the ball, Laredo United. We got 1:04 left here at halftime. We thank all the sponsors that have jumped on board. I know Freddie's been down here in the Laredo area for the last couple of days, locking in some of the sponsors that are aboard and understanding what's coming in.
Yeah. We want to, of course, thank Sonic Drive-In of Laredo. 3 great locations to serve them. They actually have the Hardwood Classic brown bag special, $9.99 for 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and 2 drinks. 2 medium drinks for $9.99 today only. So make sure you guys go by there. And
should have stopped by there on my way, except for the fact that I did 3 soccer games this morning and then made a beeline across the valley into Laredo to try to get set up for this broadcast. 2 for 2 on the free throw attempts that time for United South.
26-point lead, 38-12 with less than a minute to play here before the half.
LBJ will work it out for an open 3. That one won't go. Rebound taken down by United South.
It's interesting to see. They probably have a big percentage points in the paint as far as United South.
Work it out for another 3, and that one's off the mark. No good.
Again, they've done a good enough job as far as limited them to, one not too many second chance points, but they haven't. See, there you go, another turnover.
Turnover gives it back to United South. Lady Panthers on the fly. 12 seconds to go here in the half. They'll not settle for a final shot. They'll launch a quick three, and that one goes out of bounds.
2 for 1.
Could be. 7 seconds left. LBJ has turned it over multiple times here in this ball game. They'll not be pressured in the backcourt, allowed to bring it across the timeline to the right side, and there's a travel. 2.5 seconds to go, and United South will get that 2 for 1 special. They'll get a chance here at a final shot to close out the half. Now the question is just how far away will this shot come from? In the backcourt, the pass occurs. 1 second. Here goes a baseball attempt at the rim, nothing doing. We played a half, and United South on a 19-3 second quarter leads this one big. Back after this on Rio Sports Live.
It's a halftime shootout by Dr. CC's Chili Factory. They went around looking for a fan full of team.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. From wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
It's getting bigger and better every year. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo at the Laredo Energy Arena, Thursday, February 8th. Come and enjoy incredible food from Laredo's best restaurants and food trucks. Plus enter the Blazing Wings or Pizza Eating Contest. And dance the night away with music from new country sensation Stephanie Quell.
Hop on in to my winter
And Los Be Okay. Tickets $25 for adults and available at Ticketmaster.com and at the LEA box office. Kids 12 and under get in free. It's the 2018
Back here at halftime, Laredo United South with a lead of 38-12. I'm Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia next to me. One of our sponsors for today's game. The Town Plus Suites is an all-suite hotel with amenities such as complimentary breakfast, evening reception, Tuesday through Thursday at 24-hour fitness facility, on-site laundry facilities, and an outdoor pool with grilling area located conveniently close to Laredo Energy Arena, which is where we're at, Laredo International Airport, and Lake Casablanca. The Town Place Suites is a perfect place to stay for both businesses and leisure travelers looking to enjoy the Laredo area. Let the wonderful staff and outstanding hotel show you what great hospitality is all about. Inquire about reservations. Please visit us on the website at Marriott.com or give them a call at 956-717-5700. That's Town Place Suites.
And another great sponsor is Sonic Drive-Ins, Sonic of Laredo. 3 great locations here in Laredo, Texas. Don't forget the Hardwood Classic brown bag special, $9.99 for today only. Go by there. Tell them you heard it on Real Sports Live Southwest, and you'll get a brown bag special for $9.99. 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and 2 medium drinks.
My wife's sitting here saying, let's go get that. Let's go get that. Well, I'm going to be busy doing 4 games. She's on the camera, by the way. Dow, you made the trip over with me. DeMarcus is down at the soccer complex, and so we're over here in Laredo.
Well, in talking earlier, you had United South already in our system as far as you've seen them at the House of Pain tournament. You've seen them. You've seen some of these teams already in the Valley. What have you seen early on, similar to what happened down in the Valley when you saw them when you were covering them up there?
Well, as the case that happened here in this ballgame in the first half, United South and all of the teams thus far that are excelling, whether it be from Laredo or for their RGV or from San Antonio, teams that we've covered, they seem to feed off of made baskets. In other words, if a made basket occurs, and it's not necessarily off the press, it's a confidence level, it's something that occurs that flips the switch that here comes points in bunches. And that's been the definition of the girls' basketball thus far this season is you feed off a made basket, and suddenly here comes 6, 8, 10-point runs, and you put teams away.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where because United South is they're right behind United. They're 5-1. United is undefeated. Alexander's 4-2. So they sit in second place. They gotta keep going. They gotta make sure that they keep pace with them. But as we talked to the coaches, it's one of those things where he lets them have fun. He lets them do what they got to do on the court. He doesn't do much. Now he's an actual. He played at Laredo Nixon. That's Coach Guajardo. He played under Coach Ramos, a long time coach down here in this area. And so for him to come in as a first-year coach and have the girls, he got announced in July that he was going to coach. Didn't see him till, after volleyball because most of the girls couldn't. So he hadn't seen him. But he was very familiar with what they run as far as offensively under the last year's coach, Coach Burrier. So they're familiar, and he was familiar with what kind of things were going on because that's the style that he played even when he played back in the day.
So, yeah, it's good to be familiar as far as that goes, and the tradition continues, if you will, as it's passed from one coach to the next and, in essence, one school to the next to take that style. Again, we appreciate you watching here on RioSportsLive.com. I want to send out shouts to some of the coaches who are watching these games and also to the college recruiters who are starting now to get more and more involved in watching some of these broadcasts. I know that over at UTRGV that they had some interest in some of the girls on some of the Laredo games, and they're benefiting from being able to watch some of these games. And then I was talking to another coach who was watching one of our broadcasts a couple of weeks ago, Harlingen and Los Fresnos, and he saw a player, and he made a quick call to a recruiter and said, hey, there's a kid I think you ought to take a look at in Los Fresnos. And so the recruiter responded, well, give me his schedule, and I'll see if I can come down and see him. He goes, no, I mean, you can watch him right now.
Right now.
And so the recruiter's like, well, how can I do that? He gave him the site, and this is a plug for us, but obviously it's the truth. And so the recruiter looked at the game and called the coach back and said, hey, I want to come talk to that kid. So get me some more information about how I can get in touch with the AD. And so that was strictly by a coach seeing a kid saying, hey, and then from there, the recruiter's like, well, how many games do they do? And he said, take a look at their site. I think this is something you're going to see. And then when he saw over 150 games, the word is spreading.
Yeah.
And therefore, we thank the coaches who allow us to broadcast these games because, in essence, the real deal is to be able to showcase the athletes and give these kids a chance that maybe they'll be seen by someone who just doesn't know that they exist.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing. We want to thank, of course, the UISD athletic director, Bobby Cruz, who, gave. I can see the email. He gave me just a thumbs up when I sent an email to, can we cover the games? So, but we've been getting a lot of feedback. Even on social media, as far as Facebook, people wanting to know when we're going to be on, what kind of games we're going to be on. right around the corner, we got baseball and softball. And, you know, baseball and softball down here, San Benito is a big softball program. The Lady Eagles for Eagle Pass, that they're always but oddly enough, we are looking maybe at the Border Olympics baseball tournament where we get Moody, we get Far San Juan, we get all those teams from the valley down here in Laredo. Maybe we'll have a seven site venue where we're gonna be broadcasting from every venue down here in Laredo here pretty soon. Coming maybe the latter part of February, early March.
Yeah, we are definitely rolling out. I've been talking with, you actually put me in contact with the group that can get the necessary equipment for us to up the ante as far as the broadcast of baseball. And I was talking to them yesterday, and I got the proposal in. I've been looking at the equipment. So, yeah, baseball and softball is coming here on Real Sports, and that Border Olympics is something we've circled, both of us.
Yeah.
And that, hey, this has enough eyes and enough talent, enough schools involved that we should cover this big time. And I would see for fans interested in this softball and baseball out of the gate, well, just like the soccer tournament in Brownsville where we're doing, oh, by the way, 30 games in 3 days.
There you go.
We'll be doing something similar, if not bigger, at the Border Olympics.
And just to give you guys a tidbit, Real Sports Live out of the RGV, out of the Rio Grande Valley, and Real Sports Live Southwest out of the Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, San Antonio. So the demographic and the geographic is just getting bigger and bigger, and that's what we want to see.
It's getting a lot bigger. I had some contact early on. It's just some early contacts, but so was it when you and I started talking. It was some early, hey, what ifs? But I've already had some reach out from Houston saying, hey, I'm doing something out here, but I see where I could maybe do what you're doing. And Freddie, I thought when I laid this out that we would branch from here. The logical transition was to head this way and get to San Antonio, thus get to Austin, and then move to Corpus Christi, and then kind of slide up into the Victoria and maybe reach Houston. I thought maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
And now suddenly we're talking about maybe Region 4 could be covered. And like I talked about yesterday in the Brownsville soccer tournament, if Rio Sports Live can cover Region 4, which we're close, we're a lot closer than people think.
Yeah.
Then, in essence, we're guaranteed a representative at every Final Four venue at the state level.
There
because
you go.
we have Region 4 covered between what you already have, what I already have, and we get that Corpus Christi,
Houston
Victoria
area, yeah.
locked in. Well, Houston is another
That's
region.
right, yeah.
But we get Region 4 locked down, we're guaranteed a Final Four representative at every venue of every sport. And fans, I'm telling you, I know football is covered huge in Texas and covered properly, but these other sports, well, get ready for what we're rolling out. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll be set for the second half. Laredo United South on top of Laredo LBJ. This is Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live Southwest.
It's getting bigger and better every year. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo at the Laredo Energy Arena, Thursday, February 8th. Come and enjoy incredible food from Laredo's best restaurants and food trucks. Plus enter the Blazing Wings or Pizza Eating Contest. And dance the night away with music from new country sensation Stephanie Quayle.
Hop on in to my winter
And Los Be Okay. Tickets $25 for adults and available at Ticketmaster.com and at the LEA box office. Kids 12 and under get in free. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo.
Laredo, Texas, January 16th. SmackDown Live is coming, and you're going to have all your favorite superstars there. Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, yours truly, the phenomenal AJ Styles, your WWE champion.
Back here at the Laredo Energy Arena.
Yeah.
And we are set to go for the second half. Laredo United South, after being tested early in this game, shifted into another gear and vaulted into this huge lead as we start this third quarter of play. And reverse layup goes up. That won't go for the Lady Wolves. Offensive rebound put up off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down by the Lady Panthers. And they'll baseball this one into the front court and have numbers just like that. Shot goes up and in.
Number 12, Carla Serna with the opening score of the second half.
Serna has her 6th point of this ball game. Leading scorer is Mayra Perez, who has 9 points unofficially for United South. Lady Wolves with the ball on the attack, work it inside the perimeter off a double team. That shot won't go. Offensive rebound put up, and then is blocked out of there. Another quick outlet pass, and on the fly, here comes the Lady Panthers. Secondary break. They'll work it out for a 3, and this one is good.
Quick 5-0 run. That quick.
Priscilla Cantu with that bucket. She's got 5. 6:51 to go here in the third quarter. A quick 5-0 run. Layup goes up for Lady Wolves. Count that.
Come right back. Get that bucket.
Ileana Jimenez with that bucket. Then the ball gets knocked out of bounds. That'll be off of United South.
Yeah, we earlier on we had Ms. Trevino, the marketing director for Laredo Energy Arena. You can go to www.learena.com to get more details on what they have coming up as far as events.
They've housed some major events here.
I'm waiting for fluffy tickets.
Off the dribble, it's LBJ. On that note, we'll get back to basketball. Martinez takes it off the dribble, won't go. Rebound taken down, offensive board, and free throw opportunity for Laredo LBJ.
We forgot to kind of go over the halftime stats, but as far as free throws, how many free throws in that first half for LBJ? How many chances did they get at the free throw line?
At the line, 4 of 5 as a team, 5 of 8 for Laredo United South. Free throw that time misses. This is Leslie Cortez. Whistle blows for a quick substitution in the game. And this number scheme for United South is tough to pick up from where we're at.
Yeah, they have the black and then, of course, the bluish teal color.
Cortez will make that free throw. 6:13 remaining here in the third quarter of play. South with the big lead. LBJ has that one deflected out of bounds. We'll stay here. Coming up, we'll have the boys' version of this matchup, Laredo LBJ and the Lady Wolves, and then Alexander takes on United.
Yeah.
Boy or girls first, and then the boys. Shot goes up and in.
Carla Serna.
Serna now has 8 points. One behind the team leader, that's Mayra Perez. Whistle blows, a quick whistle out on top. Hand check is called on Berlenga.
The city of Laredo. We wanted to also thank everybody from the city of Laredo. They've been good. This is a venue. This one and Unitrade are both owned by the city of Laredo.
Which one's in charge of the heat? That AC just kicked on. I left my jacket out in the car. I've been in soccer for the last 3 days, okay?
Yeah.
Getting ready for soccer venue and
out of the sun.
And then this morning they locked us out of the press box, so we were standing up there in a brisk, cold breeze. And so the last thing I wanted was to come in here and start getting cold, and that's what's happening right now. In between games, yours truly going to get my jacket. LBJ on defense as United South has it poked away. 5:26 remaining here in the third quarter. Out between the top of the key and the mid-court stripe. A lot of room here on this big arena. Three-pointer up and in. Serna with another bucket, and Carla Serna now has 11 points. LBJ ball, work it to the left-hand side. There's a whistle and an offensive foul called off the ball, trying to free some room. It was 19-9 at the end of the first quarter, but you go back a little earlier than that, it was 11-9 midway through the first quarter.
Yeah. So they 11-8. They were down 3 in that midway through that third quarter.
To the first quarter.
Yeah, to the first quarter.
And then just the wheels fell off for LBJ. Shot goes up. That one's blocked out of there. Good defense that time by the Lady Wolves, but an offensive rebound. Kick it back outside. Another open three. Answer, no. Off the rim. Rebound in the paint. Lady Panthers get it again. Another three. How about this one? And no, that one's well off the mark. Rebound saved back inbounds. No, it's not.
And just to give you guys an update on District 29 6A, United is leading 6-0 in district play. South is at 5-1. Alexander at 4-2. South San is at 4-2. Del Rio is at 2-4. Southwest is also in 2-4. Eagle Pass is at 1-5, and LBJ has not cracked the win column.
We'll have all of those standings as well on the website and a near future date.
Well, yeah, we're trying to get all those the schedules out to you guys.
Statistic and schedules. We'll have those on the website, my friends. That's coming soon. There's a lot of things we're working on in the background, and we just kind of unveil them a little piece at a time as they become available. But if you like what you've seen so far, I can keep saying this. Wait till you see when we finally get this thing built to where we're going. Because each and every day there's something new that opens up that makes us just a little bit better. And with this new equipment that's coming, after a little training, wait till you see when we're switching from videos to transitions to graphics and cameras.
Replays,
slow motion. Evie wants some coaches' boxes to draw up some plays. Well, with this graphics package, we can do that.
That's right. You get all into...
Three-pointer on the way by the Lady Wolves. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Put it up point blank. Can't get it to go. Rebound in the paint. That's a loose ball. Taken away by United South. Lady Panthers in the front court. Work it left-hand side. Tipped out of bounds. Dianira Martinez stepped in the passing lane. Deflected it out of bounds. 3:28 left here in the third quarter. Crowd filing in, but the big crowds aren't here just yet, Freddie.
No, they will get here shortly. So 4 games, 4:30, 6, 7:30, and of course 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, I waited until we were just about to get in the car before I told my wife, hey, by the way, the last game starts at 9 p.m. as we embark on a 3-hour trip to come to Laredo.
The other thing is, I believe, I don't know if it was last year, They gave me a horror story where all 4 games...
You're standing closest to my wife, so go ahead.
All 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago, they went into double overtime, triple overtime. So the last game actually ended up starting like at close to 11 o'clock and finishing at 1 a.m.
Starting time. Starting time, not finishing. Starting time. Again, I'm far enough away from my wife right now. Talk away, Freddie. Go ahead.
Yeah. But no, it's not going to happen this time around.
If you see the camera start to shake, my friends, you know that my wife is having second thoughts.
It is.
Or if the camera doesn't move, that means she walked away. So we'll go strict radio play-by-play, and I'll recruit someone out of the stands to try to move the camera for us. 50-15, your score. Shot goes up from the free throw line. That won't go for Laredo LBJ.
The size is there's a bit of a size difference. LBJ is a little bit has a little bit more size than United South, but the athleticism of United South is just, I mean, they're running up and down the court. And as we spoke to Coach Guajardo earlier today, he says, on the record or off the record, I said, Coach, come on, don't be a pop.
Pass on the outside, another 3 launched. That one won't go for United South. Rebound taken down in the paint by LBJ, and then the jump ball occurs.
Now, I'm wanting to see the differential in rebounds as far as in that first half. I'm not sure if we, but again, it was one of those things where Coach wanted to. That was her keys to the game. Keep them off the glass and trying to win that battle.
3 launched and missed. Rebound taken down by LBJ. Outlet pass into the front court, and that's a turnover. United South back with the ball. Under 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Quick pass in the front court. Off the dribble. Work it back between the 2 circles. Now stay on that right side. That's deflected, intercepted, taken away. Here comes Jimenez. Off the dribble. That's Lozano. Lozano has it taken away. United South back on the attack. 2-on-2. They'll pull it out. Work it in on the blocks now. Shot goes up. That's blocked out of there. Outlet pass, and here comes Martinez. Dianira to the right side. Lay it in.
Number 12, Dianira Martinez with the lay-in.
Dianira Martinez with her 7th point. She leads the team in scoring for the Lady Wolves, and there's a whistle and a timeout. That was just a little out of control there for just a moment. One of the United South players got dinged up, so they'll exit her out of the game.
A 33-point lead 50 to 17 with 126 left. Excuse me.
Well, on paper, and there's a timeout. Let's take a timeout. That's a full timeout. We'll be back. This is Rio Sports Live and Rio Sports Live Southwest.
It's getting bigger and better every year. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo at the Laredo Energy Arena, Thursday, February 8th. Come and enjoy incredible food from Laredo's best restaurants and food trucks. Plus enter the Blazing Wings or Pizza Eating Contest. And dance the night away with music from new country sensation Stephanie Quayle.
Hop on into my winter
And Los Be Okay. Tickets $25 for adults and available at Ticketmaster.com and at the LEA box office. Kids 12 and under get in free. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo.
Laredo, Texas, January 16th. SmackDown Live is coming, and you're going to have all your favorite superstars there. Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, yours truly, the phenomenal AJ Styles, your WWE champion.
Back here after the timeout, a quick 3 launched and made by United South. And so they extend the lead even further. LBJ with the ball.
Sorry, I think I put it on there wrong, but it's 53 to 17.
Closing minute of the third quarter. LBJ's been outscored 15 to 5 here in this third quarter. They'll work it on the perimeter. Off the dribble to the baseline. That shot's blocked out of there. Rebound taken down by United South. This closes out the first round of district play between all of these schools. On the girls' side,
The boys do still have two more games, this one and another one, before that first round ends. So we're gonna see this Hardwood Classic again at the end of the.
And you've already secured the venue
yeah,
as well.
we already secured it again. So
we'll be back here for the part 2. Got a band showing up as well. I'm telling you, this atmosphere is going to change, Freddie. You know it. You know it.
Yeah, Laredo. As much as they're into football, they're much more into basketball, and of course baseball, but baseball and softball. But basketball here is big. You have Laredo United, Alexander South, and these games or these teams have been in the playoffs and gone deep in the playoffs. Regional semifinals, regional finals, regional quarterfinals. They've gone deep in the playoffs. So they like their basketball down here in Laredo.
1 for 2 on the free throw trip for LBJ. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. United South with the ball at the top of the key. Work it around the perimeter to the right side, off the dribble to the baseline. Shot rolls off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound on the weak side. Taken away, and a shot missed. Taken down by the Lady Wolves, and that's the end of the quarter. The buzzer isn't working here, so
No.
we're having to just kind of wing it off the scoreboard, which also the Jumbotron isn't quite working yet either. So
No, it's because that's a new Jumbotron that you put in.
yeah, I can't wait to see that one in operation. That should be ready to go by round 2. Back after this on Real Sports Live and Real Sports Live Southwest.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
My name is Ben Smith, and I'm the general manager at the Palmview location. The sales staff at Mott's can help you find the right materials for the job. We're experienced, friendly, and eager to help. With that DIY project you've been waiting to start, or that large order you need to fill fast, our experts can help you figure out what's best for you and your budget. And if you're way in over your head, we can point you in the right direction. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Back here, fourth quarter begins, and Laredo United South with a comfortable lead. LBJ has the ball to start the quarter. Missed shot. Rebound taken down by United South, and they'll work the ball across the timeline. And we'll coast through this fourth quarter to what on paper was supposed to be an easy win, and they got the job accomplished here. You never know in a rivalry game what could transpire, though, Freddie.
Yeah, exactly. You never know, coming into the game. Yes, Laredo LBJ was 0-6, but it is one of those things where and I was talking to Coach Gutierrez, the assistant coach for LBJ. It's really the rivalry is what people outside of the school call it, not so much the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like us, Eagle Pass and Del Rio. I mean, I'm pretty much you guys have rivalries down there in the Rio Grande Valley.
Everywhere you turn around, there's a rivalry, and they're intense. Every game is intense, and it's you just go across the valley. It's basically whoever's next to each other, that's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Or within these school districts, in the Edinburgh School District, some refer to that as the SEC of the Valley. That's their version of how intense the rivalries are. It's across the board, and that's what's cool about it. As far as being able to cover these games, is that you get involved in these rivalries, and you get those games that aren't supposed to be close that suddenly are.
Yeah, exactly. Another 3-point shot, missed. Rebound.
In the paint, LBJ, that's a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay on this end of the floor. I see the little red dot that helps me out down there from the scorer's table. I can't see the numbers for LBJ clearly, but I can see that little red dot on the scorer's table. Now, go figure that one. Inbound play, the United South has it. 6:38 remaining in the game. Pass on the outside, and they'll work the ball on the baseline. Nice pass. Free throw line, elbow jumper. That one rolls off the mark. No good. Lady Wolves with a rebound.
Salazar with a bucket. 55-18 with 6:12.
Left in this game.
I was talking to some people down in our neck of woods as far as Eagle Pass, and telling them that we're gonna be covering these 4 games, and they're like, well, why not cover these other games? I was like, you have to understand that it's a logistics type of thing where if I can do 4 varsity games instead of just 1 varsity game, we're giving more to our fan base.
More to the fan base, more to the well, I used to call them sponsors. They're not sponsors anymore. They're now advertisers.
Yes.
Because when you reach the numbers, I talked about this during the broadcast yesterday in soccer, that once you reach the multi-thousand, which is what the real numbers are on the social media, it switches from they're no longer sponsors. These are legitimate advertising opportunities. And so, yes, indeed, when we get 4 games from one venue in one day, then you're providing the advertisers a legitimate shot at getting something for their dollars instead of just, hey, I'm helping you promote the kids. There's a big difference.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget there's still tickets available, Ticketmaster.com. Search for the WWE SmackDown Live here in Laredo, as that free throw was missed.
I've attended a few of those in my lifetime.
I have never gone to a WWE event.
Got to interview The Rock once.
Or WWF.
Got to interview The Rock once on
Really?
radio, in character and out of character. That was fun.
Did you smell what The Rock was cooking?
I was put in my place with a jabroni elbow. Yes, I was.
And a layup for LBJ. Actually, did they call it a foul on the floor?
That was before the shot. Yeah. So wave the made shot off. 5:41 remaining here in this game.
Oh, there's a 1-on-1 situation.
Take a break in between games. We'll have the boys action coming up here. Yeah, that was quite interesting. They had him was working for a radio station. They were picking him up in a limo, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to go? You can interview him." I was like, "Well, sure, I'll go." And of course, I went, and yep, We went from in character. Well, we went out of character first, which was a neat interview in itself, just the story of Dwayne Johnson. And then from there, it was like, okay, we're going to go in character. And it was like a magic switch flipped.
Yeah.
And I was in awe of just how fast they could pull that transition off. So it's no secret that he's a successful actor, my friends.
Yep, 35-point lead, 55-20 with 5:38 left. Quick up the court, 3-point shot, missed.
LBJ with the rebound.
It's unique to have you on hand, and I know that we have a fan of yours out in the crowd from Laredo Sports Extra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of our viewers that picked us up on the Facebook side of things.
Well, the Laredo Sports Extra, he's a gentleman. His name is Charlie Dimas. He actually has a kind of like a blog on online, but he has that Laredo Sports Extra, and he kind of does stuff, for the Laredo area, puts on highlight videos and stuff like that. So we might end up using some of his stuff, kind of for the area.
Nothing wrong with that.
But, yeah, he's like, is Joe going to be here? I was like, yeah, he's going to be here. Can I go up there with you guys? Yeah, you can come up here with us.
I'll come up and say hi. No problem there at all. 5:13 remaining here in this game. United South with the ball. Three-pointer on the way. That's a good look, but it won't go. Rebound on the offensive end in the paint. Kick it back outside of the baseline. Say this for the Lady Wolves. They are still competing at a high level, trying to defend against the team despite being down 34.
Yeah, and again, it's to say the makeup of what a Laredo team is. I mean, they have grit. They do not stop playing even though they're down 20 or 30 points. It's the way they play down here in the Laredo area.
Missed free throw up and no good. By the way, if you're watching this on the social media, on the Facebook side of things, we're trying to reach a goal here. So if you're watching, be sure you follow the page, like the page, share the link as we are trying to expand this Rio Sports Live and Rio Sports Live Southwest. So we ask that on social media, whatever platform you're watching it on.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Exactly.
Because when you subscribe to our channel, you actually get emails to we're on.
We're on. Yes. Yeah, I saw that too. So any of the platforms, I know we're putting it out on 5, and some people may ask why. Well, it is because in some cases, for whatever reason, a computer comes in better with YouTube than it does on Facebook in some region, or people just have preferences. On the television side, I know that those that do not have a Roku stick or Apple television, they are heavily using the YouTube channel to watch our games because it's pretty simple to do the search for Rio Sports Live and then subscribe to that channel, and then bang. It's full-blown big screen TV. And we had that in restaurants during some of the football games that was going on. So it's kind of all the venues are there. But if you're on there, subscribe to the YouTube, and then on the Facebook, follow and like and share the page if you would. LBJ with the ball on that left-hand side. I'll bring it back to the top of the key. There'll be a break between games. We'll have to do some more maintenance behind the scenes. I always refer to that as our Wizard of Oz kind of thing. We've got the curtain peeled back. Shot goes up and in by the Lady Wolves. Jimenez with the bucket. So we'll have some additional commercial content. I know you have some additional advertisers.
Yeah.
I'm not calling them sponsors anymore. Okay?
No, advertisers.
If you catch me calling sponsors, I'm going to change gears. Okay?
Yeah, the advertisers that are advertising down in this Laredo market, they were very receptive when I went up to them. But again, short notice, to get what we got is good, so to speak.
We do appreciate that. We do, because of the fact that it does spin the wheels and crank the gears and put the gas in the gas tank, if nothing else, to get us around to all of these games. There's bigger things coming on the near horizon. In the paint, shot goes up off the glass. It won't go. Rebound, Lady Wolves put that one up. That won't go. Rebound taken down by United South. Under 3 minutes left in this game. They jumped out to a 19-9 lead after a quarter.
A 3 ball.
And that's good.
they've been hot from the outside. You can't say no to what the United South has done here in this game. I believe they're 5 for 5 at the half, right?
Yeah, they were at one time. There's a three right back at you.
And that was number 11.
Jimenez with another three, and Jimenez now has 7 points in this game.
She's a junior for LBJ.
Shot goes up and in by Cantu. Now they're exchanging baskets.
Going back and forth.
Down the stretch here, 2 minutes remaining in this game. Ball in the hands of Cortez. Looks it inside to Rangel. Catalina brings it outside to the top of the key. Flips it back over to Cortez. Cortez forced that entry pass. It's taken away. And here comes Laredo United South. Lady Panthers. Quick pass in the front court. That one's out of bounds.
Hey,
Turnover goes the other way.
I want to send a quick shout out. Last night, stopped by at a barbecue place. I know that we went to a barbecue place, but this other barbecue place called TKO, Texas Knockout Barbecue.
Good stuff.
It is. I told the waitress, can I complain? She's like, why are you going to complain? I was like, because nobody told me that the food was going to be, the sandwich was going to be this big, and the food was going to be plentiful on the plate.
Wow.
Yeah. So I want to send a shout out to Anna, the manager who took care of us yesterday.
Ding, ding, ding. Another place to stop when I'm in Laredo. Missed shot by United South. We're a minute 21 left in this game. LBJ with the rebound. Work it outside to Lozano. Lozano brings it across the timeline into a double team, and the whistle blows. That's a hand check.
For LBJ, they do have 3 freshmen on the roster, and those freshmen are guards. So, something to look forward to, next year. For United South, like I said, Coach Guajardo has a plethora of seniors that have experienced playoff and deep playoff runs. So, again, they're going to be tough to beat.
Missed free throw, minute 10 left in the game. United South with the ball at the top of the key. Around the perimeter, now work it for a three. That's a good look, but it's off the back of the rim. Rebound and balls the United South. Another look, under a minute left. Baseline jumper, that one won't go. Long rebound, offensive board again. Third attempt here. This trip down for United South. Staying on the perimeter. Open look again. Beyond the arc. That won't go either. Rebound in the paint. That will. 38 seconds remaining. Salazar with the bucket. Salazar contributes, as did most every player that entered this game for United South here today.
So everybody got in the scoring parade?
Yes, they did. Everyone contributed.
Everybody in the gets in the stat book.
I'll run down the unofficial stats here, at least on the points scored.
Oh, are we going to have our Chick-fil-A player of the game?
We can. We can.
The bad thing is we can't go down there and get her or get him and come back up here.
That's it, my friends. Final score 62-26. We'll come back and name that player of the game. Take our final break. We'll be right back after this on Real Sports Live and RealSportsSouthwest.com.
It's getting bigger and better every year. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo at the Laredo Energy Arena, Thursday, February 8th. Come and enjoy incredible food from Laredo's best restaurants and food trucks. Plus enter the Blazing Wings or Pizza Eating Contest. And dance the night away with music from new country sensation Stephanie Quayle.
Hop on into my winter
And Los Be Okay. Tickets $25 for adults and available at Ticketmaster.com and at the LEA box office. Kids 12 and under get in free. It's the 2018 Taste of Laredo.
Laredo, Texas, January 16th. SmackDown Live is coming, and you're going to have all your favorite superstars there. Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, yours truly, the phenomenal AJ Styles, your WWE
Back here at the Laredo Energy Arena, I'm Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia next to me, game in the books, and while they're getting ready for the boys' game, we're going to have to wrap this post game up, but your player of the game time, sir.
Excuse me, number 12 for United South is going to be Carla Serna with 16 points. That's the Chick-fil-A Eagle Pass post-game player of the game.
She knocks down some critical threes at the start of the second quarter to really put this game away. And, Freddie, it was close midway through the first quarter, and after that, Laredo United South found that other gear.
It was 11-8 when they hit that bucket. We saw, okay, well, maybe it's going to be, something where we can see some competitiveness, but nonetheless, it happened. Chick-fil-A Eagle Pass, we want to thank Juan Garza. He's actually Alexander alum, and his wife, Jackie.
He'll have some
Garza.
interest in tonight's game.
Yeah, exactly. I did tell him. So they're going to be out there. 635 South Bib, 830-757-1016. Don't forget to also get on the Chick-fil-A One app. You get free stuff, free treats, Chick-fil-A Eagle Pass.
Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. That's Freddie Heredia. I'm Joe Bowling. The archives are available immediately after the game. You can watch them either on Facebook Live, on YouTube, on Roku Television, Apple Television, or on www.riosportslive.com. Until next time, Freddie, which isn't going to be too long.
No.
Let's say so long for a while.
We'll be back.